Hello, and welcome to the Torah Outreach Program, Erev Shabbos, Burst of Inspiration. Today's Burst of Inspiration is sponsored by Mr. Shmuel Gottlieb, Le'ilui Nishmas Sarah Ratza Bas Avram Tzvi, his mother, whose Shloshim is Chav Zayin Tammuz, this coming Wednesday. This week's Parsha, Parshas Pinchas. Towards the end, the daughters of a man named Slavchad come to Moshe and say, our father passed away and he doesn't have any sons to give the land to. We want our chelik, we want our portion in Eretz Yisrael. And Moshe was taught by Hashem at that moment how if there are no sons, it goes to the daughters. Why wasn't Moshe taught that previously when the Torah was given and it was taught the entire Torah? Because Hashem wanted to give an opportunity to these very special women to teach a part of the Torah. There was a time that the Jewish people were supposed to go into Eretz Yisrael. And the spies went in and came back with a negative report. And the men complained they didn't want to go in. And because of that, we were given 40 years. We had to wander in the desert. But the women, they didn't complain. They wanted to go in. There was a time before that, the Egel Zahav, where the Jewish people, only a short time after getting the Torah, built an idol. But the women were not involved. I'm standing right now at the kever, the gravesite of Rachel. Not Rachel Imenu, Rachel the mother of the Jewish people, wife of Yaakov, but Rachel, the wife of Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva was 40 years old and knew nothing. He couldn't read. He had no respect for Torah or for learning Torah or for Talmidei Chachamim. But she saw something in him and she encouraged him to learn. And she was ready to be Moshe Nefesh, to sacrifice everything so her husband could learn. And he went to learn for 24 years. 24 consecutive years where she took care of everything. And if it wasn't for her, we never would have had the great Rabbi Akiva. The mothers, the women of Klal Yisrael. It's the women, the strength of the women of Klal Yisrael, the Jewish people, who have kept us going for all these generations. I know myself. When my children were little, I would come home sometimes late from teaching or learning, and my wife would be in the bedroom with them, singing the different songs that have to do with Kriya Shema Lamita in their bedroom with them. Many years later, I was in the home of my daughter, and I heard her singing the same songs, mother to daughter. This is the strength of Klal Yisrael. It was a woman of Klal Yisrael who made Rabbi Akiva. It was the Benos Slavchad, the daughters of Slavchad, that insisted on getting a portion in Eretz Yisrael. It was the women in the time of coming into Eretz Yisrael that said, we want to go in. It was the women who, at the time of the Egel Azav, said, we don't want to be a part of this. And it was the women throughout Klal Yisrael who have been the backbone and the strength of who we are. Shabbos.